It's a Scarves Spikes Prematch show. So Atlanta United gets set to take on the New England Revolution. 7:30 kickoff from Gillette Stadium. I think we could call it Gillette Stadium now again in Foxborough. So Atlanta
7:38
Stadium.
kickoff at Gillette Stadium as opposed to
7:38
7:30 kickoff at
Boston
whatever
Stadium.
Boston Stadium. Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. But no, Sydney and Tyler with you. Tommy coming on shortly as Atlanta gets set to take on the Revs in Foxborough in just about an hour. After Wednesday, Tyler, how do you feel about this match coming in? Curious.
I feel like the past two matches since the World Cup break ended, Atlanta's had some better ideas for about 115 minutes total.
Yeah.
They've had some struggles, especially in the first half of this last game, where their touches got away from them again. They weren't as disciplined. They weren't as crisp with everything they were trying to do. Whereas in the Nashville game, they actually looked like they had an idea and they were executing it pretty well, except for the attacking part of it. But what I liked about the other day was you had a group that they didn't give up, and they didn't get bullied around the pitch. They had moments where they shut off, which, hey, insert anytime over the past 5 years here.
Yeah.
But, it's not disheartening, but they need a win, period. So my question for you then is, what do you think we see? What version of Atlanta United do we actually see tonight?
That's a big question, isn't it? I would love, Tyler, for this team to put together a 90-minute effort. And I don't know if you can, I can't really point to the last time. Maybe Toronto away, maybe to some extent Charlotte in the U.S. Open Cup, where you can point to a match, and maybe Philly at home, where you can point to a match and say, you know what, Atlanta United for the entire 90 minutes dominated that match. They came out on the front foot. They put the other team under duress early on, and they took their chances. They were able to get a win. I don't know if you can really say that outside of the matches that I just mentioned, which is disappointing. And like he kind of alluded to, how many times have we said this about Atlanta United in 2026? I mean, even 2025.
We have lineups.
We have lineups already.
Yeah,
Gosh, it's early. Have you seen it yet, or shall I?
I have. I have. I would give you the bench first.
Mm-hmm.
Looking at Ronald Hernandez on the bench, Luke Brennan, Stian Gregerson, Jaden Hibbert, Kamen Togashi, Arif Kovac again, Toto Majub again, Iggy. This is essentially the same exact lineup.
So this doesn't look correct because Jacob is suspended.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know if that's right.
MLSsoccer.com has everything about last week's, or not even last week's, a couple of days ago, the lineup on the Atlanta New England lineup page.
Yeah. It says last starting lineup. Okay, last starting lineup. That's what threw me. I think that's what threw us.
I don't even see that.
I've never had that before. I think that's new this week. That threw us off.
All right, false alarm. Carry on.
Lineups.
We have a lineup that's not current.
Yeah, right. What was your question? I'm sorry, I forgot what you were saying.
What version of Atlanta United do we get
version?
this evening? Because you're in the middle of this road stretch. We all know we need wins. Tata knows good and well that there's got to be some wins coming out of it. Chris Henderson has said it, like it's got to come sooner than later. So what version? What happens?
Yeah, like I said, when's the last time you see this team play 90 minutes? I think that's missing. I like to think, though, like you were just talking about against Nashville, you saw them, they dictated the match. I think part of that was due to Nashville, being, just rusty coming out of the break. And they were rusty again against Montreal the other night. So they have some things to figure out Nashville does. But again, they showed their quality in the end. I mean, I feel like the first chance they took, first chance they had, I should say, they took. And then Atlanta, I keep thinking about Luke Brennan, especially 1v1 with Brian Schwalke of Nashville. And then credit to Schwalke, he made the save, but Luke has to finish it, I think. against Charlotte, just a terrible first half defensively. Um, I know Tata said, on the second goal that it's off a couple of rebounds, but I just feel like you have to do better because you
Yeah.
have Tata all alone on the far post. Where's the defending? Where's the attention to detail in that moment? And that's what really did them in. First goal is a bit, I guess, fluky because you see Mihai fall down and Alonso's just late to it. So I don't know. I'm not as upset about that one as
Some
I
of
am.
it's a chemistry thing too,
Yeah.
right? I mean, you got Junior Alonso coming in, right? That was his first game, literally fresh off the World Cup. So I can understand some defensive woes to a degree. Um, the rebound stuff, I get irritated because I'm like, at some point when it's just this bouncing back and forth, somebody's got to put their foot through the ball and get rid of it.
Yeah.
Which I know is a very like U10 thing to say, but you have to win your duels. You have
Mhm.
that was the difference in the Nashville game for most of it, and then the first half of the Charlotte game. Um, you had guys going out and they were winning the duels. They were winning the second balls. They were looking like a competent soccer team minus an attack.
Yeah.
This one, I get it. Junior Alonso comes in, back line's a little different. Everybody's kind of settling back in. So I kind of expected a little bit of that. And I don't know that it's going to be just completely switched back to where it should be. I shouldn't say where it should be. It hasn't been where it should be in a very long time.
Right.
But I would like to see improvements, right? Like incremental improvements with the defense. And meanwhile, that front, whoever, whether it's Fafa Pico back up there at the top or whoever, they've got to be aggressive. They
Mhm.
have to start taking risks, taking shots. When they finally started doing that in the second half, it started to pay off. I mean, Miggy with his right
Yeah.
foot. How many times can we say that's happened?
Right. I think you're looking at this team. There's improvement. I mean, I think everybody can agree there's improvement. You look at Atlanta before the break. I don't think they come back in that match against Charlotte.
No.
And like we've mentioned before, it's a draw, and it's a draw, and you need 3 points to get yourself back in the playoff race because you're still well out of it at this point. But at least you can look at it and say, "Hey, we didn't give up." You saw resilience that I don't think we've seen from this team in a while. I mean, they're still what, like 10, or I'm sorry, 7 points out of a playoff spot. So there's still that to think about. But at least you can look back and point at something as something that you could take to this match here this evening in Foxborough, and hopefully build on it. And
Yeah,
that's what I hope they do.
that's the thing. I mean, I think out of the three, you need to. I say three. There's more, but you need to win this one. You need to get
Mhm.
You need to get 3 points because, like you said, like MLS and its playoff structure, ever changing as it is. um,
Yep.
you're not that far off. And I know a lot of
No.
people have been saying, like on our spaces and elsewhere, like, dude, forget the playoffs. The thing is, I'm not worried about it, but you're not sitting 18 points out. You're not sitting 15 points out or 20 points out. Like you're actually weirdly enough within arm's reach.
Yeah.
If you can keep yourself somewhere around the surface until you get in whoever it may be, whether it's a Darwin Nunez who, may or may not happen, or um a
Real Ebola.
Ebola, whoever, like you get these reinforcements in, and then all of a sudden it's like, okay, we've seen the Zombie Sounders, perfect example. But we've seen teams in this league that all of a sudden they get the right moves, and then boom, it's a
Mhm.
different team. And I think what makes me the most encouraged about after the World Cup with Atlanta United, I was hoping immensely that Tata having that time to just kind of push his tactics and his ideas on a team for another month or so
Mhm.
would really really help them understand exactly what it is they need to be doing differently. And it does seem to a degree you're getting a little bit of that. I think you're seeing a little bit more discipline in things now.
Yeah.
It's the individual battles, it's the individual touches, it's the awareness, and it's taking shots in front of goal, man. It is putting defenders and goalkeepers on their toes. Like
Right.
you can't always try to ticky-tacky your way into the box. You have to be dangerous. The whole team has to be dangerous. And then yeah, you've got to stay defensively sound. And you're seeing a little bit of that. This is where it needs to start paying off.
No, exactly. And to your point, if Atlanta wins tonight and DC, not to get too ahead of ourselves, but if DC loses to TFC and Atlanta wins, Atlanta's what, 4 points out of the playoff spot.
Yeah.
And that's based on other results, obviously. I mean, Orlando plays, Columbus plays, of course, and then TFC, if they do win, they'd be 11 points with DC if Atlanta wins against New England. But if you look at New England, this is just a very good side. Marko Mitrovic has them playing really good football. They have terrific young talent in Peyton Miller. They have, of course, Carles Gil. I mean, what can you say about him? I mean, we have to mention him. Gil, he just continues to put up good numbers.
He's a pest.
Good season or bad season. Yeah, and I'll tell you how much of a pest. I looked it up earlier, in fact. Against Atlanta United in 13 matches, Carles Gil has 5 goals and 7 assists. Only 2 teams in MLS has he scored an equal number or more. It's DC with 5 and then Orlando with 6. His 7 assists with Atlanta is the most out of any club in the league. So, and that's in 12 matches, not 13. I said 12. I've said 13. That's 12.
Yeah.
So, but still, he's averaging a goal contribution per game, and I just feel like it hurts to say because I'm a Mets fan. Chipper Jones, every time he played the Mets, I mean, he named his kid Shea after Shea Stadium. Every time he played the Mets, he killed them, and that's Carles Gil. He had an assist last time these 2 teams played. Had an assist last year. When Atlanta was at Foxborough, I didn't see before that, but yeah, like you said, he is just a thorn in Atlanta's side every single time it seems like they play. I mean, he's just that good of a player for a team that was really bad the past couple of years, and a market where if he's putting that up in Miami, and either LA team, either New York team, he's front page.
Yeah.
Every single day, I feel like he's just such an underrated player, such a talented player, though.
Something about the sub 5'5" number 10s against in this league that tend to give them issues. I don't know what it is. But yeah, I agree. While we went on the lineups,
it's 5'7" though, actually.
Okay, fine. Sub 5'7", then we'll keep it there. We have some, as we went on the lineups, we have some folks in the chat. Kiel saying this is going to be a 2-1 New England. Omar 3-2 Atlanta, actually, and then he changed it to 2-0 Atlanta, and everybody's like, "Whoa,
too positive."
who took Omar? And yeah, Neetzila saying the playoffs aren't happening, that's the comment. Like I expect, and nothing against it. I don't disagree. I just think you have to push for it if you're that close, you know. And just hope that the reinforcements get there. They make a difference. Hope that Junior Alonso really settles in. You've got Paulo Diaz on the way. And, who knows? Now here you're also dealing with injuries. You're dealing with Paco with a yellow card suspension.
Mm-hmm. By the way, Mihai and Sanchez are a yellow card away from suspension, by the way.
Yeah. So, it's going to be changed up a bit. I don't know. I don't mind seeing Fafa Pico start again if that's what happens.
Yeah.
Because I think he adds something that just has been missing up top. Period.
Yeah.
I wish they would drop the lineups.
Yeah, let's get Tommy in here. Tommy, what do you
got? Did I hear Fafa?
No, we don't know yet.
Is Latte in?
We don't know.
We got
get out.
We get the bench. We know we get the bench before presented by Cauchy. Yeah, so
yeah.
Chris saying 3-2 Atlanta in the chat. I like it.
Ooh,
a little bit of optimism here. Definitely more goals than I was expecting.
I know. Well, who's gonna score these 2 or 3 goals for Atlanta? I'm wondering.
I'm trying to figure out. Pico.
Baez.
Right. Baez, why not? Building off his goal the other day against Charlotte.
That was a beautiful, beautiful finish with the header. I mean, we don't say that about headers that often, but like just the way that ball was floated in, and then I mean he put it perfect into the side of the net. Like, got to give him credit
for sure.
I mean, they played a real banger against Toronto, 0-0 draw there. I mean, that was. I mean, they haven't been great. I mean, and I don't know if this is right, but did they have 0 shots?
Who, New England or TFC?
New England. Oh no, they did. I don't know why. I don't know why I even looked at ESPN to give me any facts. Literally, just has the entire New England like player stats empty.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
What did you do? Nothing. Nothing. Oh, did you make a save? Nothing.
Seems a little bit inaccurate.
At historical data for Atlanta United and New England.
I know.
Is stats.scarvesandspikes.com.
It is.
There you go.
Oh, the lineups are out.
Yay.
What do we have? I'll pull them up so we can see them on the screen here. But only change is I'm pulling it up. Edwards back in the lineup. Edwards, of course, was injured, but he's back in the starting 11 for Atlanta United. Everything else pretty much the same, guys.
No latte laugh. Still not there. Just you got to confirm, man. You got to confirm. You just with this club, you just never know what's going on.
Yeah, no latte lot, of course. But yeah, everything else the same except Edwards and at right back.
Yeah, Gregerson's starting.
Gregerson's starting. That's the only other change.
All right. He's back.
No Mihai. Oh, Mihai's on the bench. Never mind. Mihai, again, a yellow card from suspension, as is Cooper Sanchez. So we'll have to keep an eye on that.
Mihai's also played like every minute of the past 2 games, I believe, since they came back. So
yeah.
You got to give him a rest.
Yeah, we talked about it at the beginning. You're going to have to make some rotations by this point. I mean, this is the 3rd game in
8 days.
8 days, yeah. So, I mean, I think this works if you can have an Almiron that actually wants to take shots and be confident, and you have a Fafa Pico who plays as annoyingly against defenses as he has been. I mean, I'm here for it.
Yeah, Tommy, we mentioned Carles Gil, who of course will start for New England. 5 goals in 7 matches, or 5 goals, 7 assists in 12 matches. I guess
he owns us.
He does. That's giving Tyler the analogy between Chipper Jones and the Mets. Waiting before the Mets would just kill him. That's Carles Gil against Atlanta United. I should say. I guess what's kind of the hockey analogy I could give, and that's up on hockey over the past few years as you are.
I can't even think of one off the top of my head.
Yeah.
I got nothing good.
Yeah.
Off here. Well, I was just looking at New England, like their form before the World Cup break, and like in May they were. I'll go back. I mean, in May they had 2 wins, and listen to these wins: 1-0 against Charlotte at home, 2-1 at home against Philly. They go on the road, they get destroyed by Nashville 3-0. They come back home, they win 2-1 against Minnesota, and then they lose 1-0 on the road to Charlotte. Like, they're a boring team, man. But obviously they've been getting some wins. Their home record, I think, is really what's been holding them. Just want to make sure I'm right, but I'm pretty sure their home records. I mean, they're 7-1-1 at home. On the road, they're 1-4-1. I mean, they're going to make you go to sleep. What the goal is of what New England is they want to make you fall the opposing team fall asleep in the first 70, and that's when they get the 1-0 win on you.
For only win this season, of course, on the road has been at Atlanta, as we all know. Go figure.
And that was a game where, like, Atlanta, from what I remember, like, I think they were winning, and then they blew that lead there. But it was like 3 real late goals from them, if I remember correctly.
Sorry, who was that?
New England. Their comeback against Atlanta, or it was 2-1. They were Atlanta was winning, and then in the 73rd and 78th minute, New England came back.
Yep.
Yeah, Peyton Miller, Will Sands, and those are two players that I mentioned Miller earlier, but Sands and Miller got an extension over the past few weeks here, past few months, I should say. So been locked in for a while with the New England Revolution. And that's the thing, guys. They have good young players. They have Miller, of course. Thor Turgeman, I know, has been kind of okay for them. So they're trying to get him going. He's a U22. Looking Langoni, good season, 3 goals, 6 assists. So he's 24, so not super young. But I think that was the intent when they hired.
Young to me.
Well, youngish, not in soccer terms, but I think that was the intent, guys, when they hired Mitrovic, who has plenty of experience coaching in the U.S. youth system, to bring in a player who can, or a coach that can work with those young players and help bring them along. And it's working. The proof of concept is working. Now, of course, you have veterans like Gil, veterans like Andrew Farrell. You have Jack Harrison coming in from Leeds, former NYCFC man a number of years ago, 2017, 2018. You have him coming in. Will provide more veteran presence to them, to their attack. This is a team, guys, that, they could have a good window, or if they could have a good window, not bring any superstars, they never really do, but if they can have a strong window, this could be a team that could stay in that top 4 slot and challenge to host a playoffs match for the first time in a while, I think.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the thing is, it's like you said, I mean, they're not playing like fun soccer to watch, but like it's effective, and I think their fans will take it for sure. But they're beatable. This is where I want to see Atlanta's confidence, though. You've got to find something. You have to find some something similar to what you found in the second half of Charlotte. I mean, and it needs to be from the opening whistle, not coming out of the locker room. And put in that full 90-minute performance. I think it's worth noting too, on the bench for Atlanta, you do also have your 3 emergency call-ups. The reason they were timed that way is because they are a 4-day thing. So you got them on Wednesday, and that goes all the way through today. So you have Iggy Suarez, you have Arif Kovac, you have who was the other one? Mine totally just went blank.
Toto
Majub, yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I wouldn't be shocked you had Iggy come out for about 10 minutes the other day. Wouldn't be surprised if the other two maybe get a little bit of a run out. You got Cayman Togashi there as well, so you do have a guy that's got experience as a striker, and he's a little bundle of energy. He's going to bring you something.
Mm-hmm.
The subs in this game, I think, will be what make or break it for Atlanta United. I'm curious to see where Tata goes maybe at the half, but definitely around that 60th minute. That is going to be key for this Atlanta side.
I mean, who do you bring in? I mean, besides Brennan and Togashi, I mean, Hernandez, of course, he could bring him in for Edwards for the final 30 minutes. I mean, if you need something up top, do you go with Brennan at wing, or do you bring in Togashi, or do you bring in Kovac? You have to ask yourself that question. I think I don't know. I mean, it depends on game state and all of that. But if you really need to go for it, if you really need to push for a goal, to your point, Tyler, where do you turn for that?
I mean, I would sub off Miggy because he's again played a ton. I would put Cayman Togashi on the left, and I'd put Kovac up top.
Really?
Yeah.
I agree.
If you have to move on the right side, you bring in Luke.
Interesting.
You're going to need fresh legs in this one,
no
matter what.
Yeah, that's the biggest problem that you have here.
Yeah, New England. I mean, this is only their second match coming back from the break, I believe. This is Atlanta's third, so obviously, the more relatively rested team going into this match.
For sure.
Yeah. Any predictions, guys?
I mean, this new defensively able team. I know they got countered on a couple times, but they really were able to hold and then get the goals. I do just worry about the stamina of playing this many and New England not. I'm going to say 2-1 New England.
I have 1-1 New England. Sorry, Tyler. I mean,
Oh, no, you're
New
good.
England.
I'm
1-1 draw.
somewhat undecided. I'm gonna go 2-1 Atlanta, man. Screw it. I'm tired of living in pessimism. I'm gonna live in my dream world for a
Do
minute.
you ever?
It's been tough. It's been tough. I'm trying not to look at these games and be like, dude, I don't want to be pissed off after. Because I was well on my way to it on Wednesday. I was well on my way to being freaking irritated.
Mhm.
And they did a little bit to remedy that situation. But
Yeah.
I want to see this team go up and give I'm not even asking for dominance because you're not going to get that right now, man. But give me 90 minutes of good soccer. Don't go up a goal or two and then crap the bed. Play the full 90 minutes. And if you do go down, which is likely, you got to scrap it out, man, and stay that way. You got to give that 90 minutes and then some, trying to pull what you did in Charlotte.
I would love for them to go up a goal or two because when's the last time they've got up a goal or two? Outside of Charlotte in the Open Cup in Philly, right?
1992.
Yeah, a long time
It feels
ago.
like.
Yeah. What else you guys got? Tommy, you got anything else to add?
No, it should be. I think the team needs a break, and then hopefully, a little sad about the rumors today of anti rumors, I guess today. So we go continuing looking for a new DP.
Yeah.
I'm not giving up hope on Darwin Nunez to Atlanta quite yet.
Yeah. Gotta sell him out of Atlanta over Turkey, right? Turkey, yay.
I mean, yeah, like I get it. You go to Besiktas and it's like you're going there with Mo Salah, so you got a former teammate. Like I get there's reasons to go, but like you could come play in the Benz and join up with Miggy.
There you go.
Sure.
Which kind of different situation.
I'm doing my best.
I like it. I like it. I like the optimism.
And you can ride Marta and eat lemon pepper chicken wings.
Yeah, they don't have it in
Definitely can't do that in Turkey.
We'll be with you after a match for 3 takeaways, of course. Give you our thoughts on the match. Of course, follow us on social media. Scarves with letter and Spikes on X. ScarvesAndySpikes.com, Blue Sky, Scarves Andy Spikes on Instagram and Threads. We'll have coverage all during the match. Go to ScarvesAndSpikes.com as well. Patreon.com/ScarvesAndSpikes. Help support our coverage there. You get bonus audio and video content. You get access to our Discord as well. Got some great stuff coming up. Guys, I'll be covering the All-Star game next week in the Seals Challenge, so I'll have coverage on social media from that. Any parting words? 5-second parting words before you go? No?
Another break coming up here. Let's what Atlanta does before breaks. What do? We win.
Yeah.
We win. So prove me wrong, Atlanta. Prove me wrong.
Tyler, any parting words with them?
I just hope everybody has fun, man. Including me and the three of us and every Atlanta United fan. Those are the ones I would prefer to have fun.